So I recently got a new vanity because we have remodeled our flat. Our room is now in a different place, so I wanted to get a vanity table, a proper vanity table for me, because last time in my other bedroom I had a set of drawers that I used as a vanity, but it wasn't somewhere where I could sit comfortably and do my makeup. So this time I told my husband that I wanted to have a little corner in the room where I could do that, and that is what I got. So I'm going to show you how I've organized the vanity, the makeup inside, and yeah, just how I'm making it work. So first off, the vanity itself is the Malm vanity from IKEA. It's the one with the glass top and the drawer. It's very well known, everyone has it. It's actually one of their best sellers at IKEA, and I've seen it everywhere on TikTok, YouTube and everything. I got it because it really fit this space nicely, and it's very easy to fit into this wall beside the window. That over there is a wardrobe that we can't cover, so this kind of just meets the end, and it fits perfectly in this space to not block the door and still kind of have its own little corner. Right now it's pushed all the way back because here on the left is the changing table for the baby. So this is where we're putting it for now, and since she's going to be sleeping in our bedroom for the first few months, so we put the changing table here. But in the future this changing table will be moved somewhere else, and the vanity will probably come into this corner, which is a little more cozy and it's not blocking off any doors or anything. But yeah, for now it has to stay on that side because this is where the changing table makes a lot more sense right now. So yeah, that is not a permanent place. Although I do like it, I much prefer it to be on this corner. So starting off with what I have on the vanity, I wanted to keep it very, very neat and tidy and only have the essentials. So first we have a salt lamp over there. This is really old. I've been carrying that one around in the last few places that I've lived in, and I just love it. I have it connected to Alexa, so at night when we turn on the bedside lights, that one also turns on, and it's a very nice ambient light. It's not there for light purposes, it's more like decoration. Right next to it are my brushes. I keep those here. I know it's not the most hygienic solution because they get fluff and they get cat hair on them, but I don't personally mind. I clean my brushes weekly, so I know that I'm using clean brushes most of the time. And I just don't like the storage with the tops to keep them covered, and I don't want to keep them in a drawer. So for now, they're over there in that little wooden thing. I think they look cute, and every week I wash them. So in fact, they're due a wash this evening. And then I have a mirror over here just to do my makeup. It's a very simple IKEA mirror. I had a beautiful wooden mirror before that broke in the move. In fact, when they brought our things back up into the flat, the movers dropped a box from the second floor because they were moving things in through the window with one of those elevator things, and one of the boxes flew from the second floor, which is where I live, and it fell on the floor. So my mirror was in there, and sadly it did not survive the fall, so I'm back to using this very basic IKEA mirror. I will be looking into a nicer mirror because this one's just a little boring, but it does a job, so for now it's staying there. And if we look right here underneath the vanity, I have a basket of empties because I want to do an empties video at some point, so I'm just collecting stuff in there. But yeah, and nothing exciting. It's basically a basket of rubbish, but yeah, it's clean rubbish. I just want to make a video of it. So I'm accumulating things over there. And you might be wondering where I sit to do all of this, and I still haven't found a vanity chair or something to have here. So right now I'm actually using my exercise ball because yeah, I have it with me all the time because I'm 39 weeks pregnant right now. Probably already given birth by the time that this video is up. So yeah, I have my exercise ball here, and that's where I sit to do my makeup. But at some point I do want to find a nice chair to have here. It's just, I'm very picky. I don't know what I want to put here. It needs to be a certain style and a certain size as well, because this is, again, a very tight space with the wardrobe right next to it. So for now, the exercise bowl is good because it can just go underneath the table when I'm done. But yeah, the sitting solution is not permanent for now. So before we get into the makeup organization, let me show you just an overview of the drawer, because I have more things other than makeup. So here on the left, I've put all of my makeup. And then on the right, I have accessories like sunglasses, jewelry, and a few other knickknacks that didn't have a place. And I still have quite a bit of space here in the middle, so I can potentially put more things in there if I need it. One thing to keep in mind with this vanity is that the drawer only opens to a certain point, and you have quite a bit of space here that gets kind of lost. This is for stability reasons, obviously, so the table doesn't fall forward. But it is a shame that you do lose a little bit of space. So you're going to have to get creative with how you put things inside, just keeping in mind that those are not going to be as accessible. I know that some people have hacks to make the drawer come out a little further. I haven't done that, and I don't want to do that because it's not safe technically, and I'm about to have a child in this house, so I don't want to risk anything. But yeah, you could look into that hack. I left it the way IKEA has meant it to be. But just keep in mind that you might have to get creative with how you organize stuff. I've found a way that more or less works, and yeah, let me just show you. So starting off in the left side, I've put all of my face products. So over here we have bases, concealers, powder, the primers, well, glowy primer, and a fixing spray. So I put it here because it goes all the way, it doesn't go all the way to the back. That would be the back of the drawer. I usually keep it here, a little bit more forward because it's easier to reach. But I put this one behind it because I have a lot less products in here. I kind of already know what I'm reaching for, and there's like 5 or 6 products inside here. So I just know what I'm reaching for, and it's much easier to fish something out, considering that it's more towards the back of the drawer. But yeah, this is where my face like base products sit. And then over here I've put my blushes and bronzers. So here I have a bit more product, so I wanted to have it more accessible to fish around. And I also have a brush that doesn't fit in the brush container. So, but yeah, this is the way that I found worked a lot better for me. Also, I'm not going to go into detail with everything that I have. If you want to see that, I did an updated makeup collection very recently, and you can just see what I decluttered, what I kept, why I kept it, and more details on each of these products. So I'm not going to go into detail here, but I will link the video where I did go into detail in case you're interested. To the right of the face products are my eyes and lip products. So here I have eyeshadow palette, I have eyeshadow primer, eyeliners, mascara, and my brow mascara as well. And over in this one are my lip products, so all of my lipsticks, and that's it because I only have lipsticks. I don't have lip glosses. I don't like lip gloss, so I don't have any more lip gloss. I did have a couple last year. If you were around for my project pan last year, you know that I panned a couple of glosses, but right now I just have lipsticks with me, and they all fit nicely into these containers. Also, I didn't say, but these plastic containers are from IKEA. They're extremely cheap, and they come in a few different sizes, and these fit perfectly in here. They don't fit perfectly in terms of length, but they're low enough that the drawer will close, because I have other containers from IKEA that don't fit because of height. So yeah, again, keep that in mind when you're purchasing organization. I didn't buy anything new. All of these containers I've had for a couple of years. I use these on my desk. We use them around the house, so I just kind of fished around a few of them and kept them here for my makeup, and they're working fine, so I didn't see the need to go out and buy clear containers or anything when I'm perfectly happy using these. So again, behind this, since it's a bit of a lost space, I've put stuff that I don't need to reach for all the time when I'm doing my makeup, or if I do need to reach for it, it's easy to grab because there's just a couple of things. So it's actually a little tray where I have some hair clips to get my hair out of the way when I'm doing my makeup, pair of tweezers, and some hair elastics that I put here so that they're not flying around all over the drawer. But yeah, this is relatively easy to grab. If I need the tweezers, I know they're here, whereas if I had this container there, I'd have to be fishing around to find the right mascara or the right eyeliner. So this has worked well. And then lastly, I have a little basket here. This one's a little bit taller than the others, but it's just the right size that it actually fits. So I was very happy about that. And in here I have all of my Project Pan makeup. So I keep my Project Pan makeup separate from my regular makeup just to make a point of using it. It's much easier to grab here all together than if it were mixed in its different categories. So I'd rather have everything here in a basket. It also makes it a lot easier when I want to film updates or everything. I know where everything is. So yeah, this is all of my Project Pan stuff, and behind it are a pack of wipes and some tissues. Again, easy to grab without having to see what it is. If I need a wipe when I'm doing my makeup, I just know that I have them here. Whereas if the makeup were behind there, I'd be fishing around and having to pull things out just to find a specific product. And this is it. This is all the makeup I have right now, as of today, after the declutter that I did a couple of videos back. I'm very happy with the amount I have. I still think that I have way too many lip products and even way too many blushes. But I do try to rotate my makeup quite frequently so that I use all of my blushes at least, you know, a couple times a month, or all of my lip products a few times every few months, so that everything is getting use and nothing is just abandoned at the back of a drawer. I counted everything and I currently have exactly 40 products in my collection, which is around the number I'm comfortable with. Some people will think that is way too much and other people will think that is the face of minimalism. I think that I'm right in between. I don't consider myself to have a big collection whatsoever, but I also think that a minimalist collection is a lot smaller than this. So I think I sit somewhere in the middle, maybe even leaning towards having less makeup, because I've seen some videos out there that are wild of how much makeup people have. So I'm quite happy with this. I do declutter every now and then. I try to do it mindfully, and I also try to purchase mindfully, so I'm not having to declutter every month. Because decluttering is wasteful and I don't want to be a part of the problem if I can help it. So my goal is to try and use as much of my makeup as I can without buying way too much. But I do every now and then fall into buying things. I'm not in a no buy or anything. So every now and then I will bring stuff into my collection, but I try to also keep myself accountable and use things, and also retire the things that can still be used by someone else before they expire if I don't want to use them anymore. But anyway, I'm quite happy with the way this vanity has turned out. I always wanted to have one, and this is what I envisioned. Something simple, just practical, but also gives me, you know, my own little corner to get ready. And I also can come here with my laptop and do a few things if I need a little alone time, especially now with a baby in the house. I think that's going to be very treasured time. If I manage to get some alone time, it will probably be spent here, either making a video or just playing around with makeup, which is something that I really enjoy doing. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and give it a like if you did, and I will see you in the next one.